Hi, my name's Angie Major, and I'm the Director of Workforce and Education at the Christian County Chamber of Commerce. And we actually have a program called Mental Mapping that we're working in the high schools to help kids transition from high school either into the workforce, military, college, or a career tech school. If you're in your sophomore year, you really need to be thinking about, when do I want to take my ACT? If I've already taken it, do I want to improve my score? Maybe you want to be thinking career or college, because those are different pathways that you're going to have to make decisions, because you're not going to be focused on that ACT quite as much as if you're going straight into a career technical school as you would be if you're going to four-year university. In your sophomore year, you can think about if you are interested in the Gatton Academy, and that's part of the Western Kentucky University, and that's a program you'll attend in your junior and senior year. You also need to think about maybe you want to go to Gateway Academy, and that's if you're focused on your career pathway and you already know what you want to do. That would be a great opportunity to give you industry certification. And then there are also courses at community college. There's an Upward Bound program, and then any other of the colleges that maybe have summer programs. UK has a engineering program. Murray may have something. You just need to be aware of what's going on that sophomore year. If you're interested in any programs, you want to reach out to your guidance counselors, and that's also if your parents want to reach out to them. So then you can learn more and understand, and if there are any cost involved as well. But you want your parents to be involved too, so they can understand what requirements you're going to have and the expectations of you for that program. For those students that are juniors, you want to start thinking about maybe the Governor's Scholar Program. There's also a Governor's Entrepreneurial Program. And these were programs that you'll apply. They're at the state, and your guidance counselor will have all this information. And you also want to make sure you're going to have your spring testing of your ACT, and that's just part of the school year. But if you've already taken it and you want to make that ACT score higher, take it again. You can take the ACT as many times as you want. And that's something, be mindful. If you're going to a four-year university, you want that ACT as high as you can get it. There's also the Kentucky School for Performing Arts, and that would be contact guidance counselor. In your junior year, you also have the option to enroll in the Christian County Youth Leadership Program. Now that program they meet once a month, I think on a Friday, and you also can apply for Mayor's Youth Council, and they usually meet once a month on a Wednesday. And then there's also a program at Pennyroyal Rural Electric where you can go to Washington, D.C. for the summer. These are programs that your guidance counselor will know about, and you can have your parent or yourself contact them and give you more information so you can participate in them. In your junior year, think about there's a work ethic seal program. That program gives you the opportunity to earn a work ethic seal so that you can have a chance to have interviews with local business and industry people. The actual work ethic program you'll participate in your senior year, but in your junior year, think about those things so you'll be prepared. All right, for those students that are seniors, at this point, you better make sure you're ready to have it done, because in about 9 months, the school's going to let you loose and you have to have decisions made. So you want to make sure your ACT score is where you want it to be. You want to think about the work ethic seal program. You want to think about what college visits you want to go on and start scheduling those, and then start signing up on the websites for those colleges and filling in the applications. You also want to work on your FAFSA. That is very important for any student that's going to go to a four-year college. That FAFSA must be done before they even will let you in the door. So it is mission critical the FAFSA is taken care of. For those students that are thinking about going to the Hopkinsville Community College, they have a Rotary Scholars Program. That program is a 2-year program that is fully paid if you meet the requirements. I believe that'll be a 2.5 GPA and your attendance, and no referrals to the office. So that is an option for anyone that wants to stay here, but it is a must that you take care of all the paperwork, because May 15th is usually the cutoff date, and there's no going back. So for Rotary Scholars, you have to have everything filled out, and you can reach out to your guidance counselor and they can help you with all that information, or you can contact the community college. For students when they leave the middle school, there's also an option, as opposed to going to the Christian County High School or Hopkinsville High School, you can go to Gateway Academy of Innovation and Technology. And what that is would be a career pathway, say for example in allied health. You would be able to go in there and come out actually with your CNA license, or they also have engineering pathways that you could come out with industrial certifications and go straight into the workforce. So for students that maybe want to know about that, I know you can take tours to Gateway Academy, and Miss Knight will be able to show you all the pathways that she has available, and your parents can go with you as well so they can learn more about Gateway Academy. There are also summer programs at colleges, like for example, UK has an engineering program. So if your heart's set on being an engineer, that may be something you want to do to see, well, do I really want to be an engineer? And you can also check out Hopkinsville Community College. They have an Upward Bound program, and Murray has programs. So as you're going along your academia journey, you need to start mapping out kind of, what do you want to be? And maybe looking at some areas, maybe you want a co-op, maybe you want to do an internship that maybe would show you, I don't want to do that. You could think, oh, I want to be a CNA. Well, you start on that pathway and maybe you don't want to do that. So that's what also these camps are another way to maybe eliminate what you think you don't want to do. Another program that we have in Christian County is the Kentucky Youth Assembly, and you'll hear the other students talk about KYA. And what that is a legislative program to where you can go to Frankfort, you see the Capitol, and that program you start in your middle school years, and several students participate, but you can also do KYA at the high school. So if you're interested in KYA, reach out to your guidance counselor so they can give you more details. While you're in high school, you need to be responsible and go to the guidance counselor and talk to them about the things that you need to know. For example, ACT testing dates. You can't just sit back and wait, because that guidance counselor has about 300 students per class. So if you're just waiting and waiting for someone to come to you, you might miss the boat, and we don't want you to do that. I think that all students should participate in some of the programs that your school offers, such as KYA, Mayor's Youth Council, leadership programs, because as you step out and you get involved in other programs, that gives you an opportunity to grow, and you're going to have this information to put in your career portfolio. You've been able to do groups and club events within the high school, and the competitiveness of applying for this is going to help you when you go to apply for college, because every college isn't going to take every student that applies there. If you're choosing a college pathway. And if you're choosing a career pathway, if you've never done a co-op or job shadowed, you're not going to have the competitive edge that someone else, your peer sitting beside you in a classroom, if they've done that. For your 4 years in high school, you need to be mindful of social media. You need to be mindful that you get to school every day and that you're not late, because in 20 years when you go to work, they're going to want to know, was that a timely student? Okay, you want to think about the people that you're around, the choices that you make, because you're building your own personal portfolio as you're going along this journey. Yeah, you're going to classes and you're making all your credits so you graduate, but you're also building your character and your portfolio that someone's going to look at you and say, why should I hire this person? Why should I bring this person into this college? So those are the things that's the big picture that I want you to think about. It's just wise choices and the things that you need to do while you're in your high school, because that's your little community. You're in there with your 1,200 friends and your principal and your teachers, and that's your little city, and you need to be thinking about the choices that you make when you're in there and when you're out of there.